Okay? And they brought him near before him, and there was given him dominion, glory, and a kingdom, that all people, nations, and languages should serve him. So Yahweh set it up to be that way. I ain't giving all glory to, I don't know what you meant by I'm giving glory to a man, giving glory, all the glory to a man and not Yahweh. I don't understand. I'm giving glory, I'm giving respect and honor due to where it's due here to the men on the earth. And all praises, glory, and honor always go to Yahweh Bashem Yahawashi. I will never choose anybody over Yahweh Bashem Yahawashi. Now, if my brothers and sisters are in the same mind frame, yeah, I'm going to choose them, because Yahawashi said, he that feedeth one of these little ones and visiteth and gives water, this, that, and the third, you do it as unto me. It says, his dominion is an everlasting dominion which shall not pass away, and his kingdom that which shall not be destroyed. So we know Yahawashi is brown, right? A so-called black man. Comes from the tribe of Judah. That you would see a so-called Negro today, that's what Yahawashi would look like. This is Revelation chapter 14, verse 6. And I saw another angel fly in the midst of heaven, having the everlasting gospel to preach unto them that dwell on the earth, and to every nation and kindred and tongue and people, saying with a loud voice, fear Yahawah and give glory to him, for the hour of his judgment is come, and worship him that made heaven and earth and the sea and the foundations of the waters. So who made everything that exists? Can you answer that question? Was it Yahawah or Yahawashi that made everything that's visible and invisible? So why would the angel say give glory to him, the Father, fear Yahawah and give glory to him? Right? And then it says, and worship him that made heaven, earth, sea, and everything that's in it. Is not the word worship go back to the same word as reverence, or to glory? Glory is to receive all that, all power, everything, recognition, all that. So Yahawashi, he gets glory as well. Our elders, even to the least of the brethren. It's not even just about the elders. This is about the whole body, man. It ain't just elders. It's about brotherhood. Those are just titles. I ain't worried about, over here, I ain't worried about no titles. So even from the least of the brethren, that brother deserves honor, man. Of the utmost respect. Like Yahawashi said, you know, if you offend one of these little ones, man, you gotta be careful when you're dealing with somebody that holds this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. That's coming in the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahawashi. This is Sirach chapter 10, verse 20. Among brethren, he that is chief is honorable. So are they that fear the Lord in his eyes. So it's not just about those that are of a high stature or popularity or well known or renowned, this, that, and the third. The Lord looks at the brother at least degree as well, at the same level. They're at the same level. That's how I see them too. It's just a different little thing. This is the different little levels of respect in it. That's all it is. There's still always respect, love, always. Except for if you're not doing the work. If you're not doing the work, then it's something else. Among brethren, he that is chief is honorable. So are they that fear the Lord in his eyes. So the Lord, it's what the Lord wants. It's what the Lord that's what we should worry about, is what the Lord is seeing, man. Not what men see. But it's still part of the whole order. We honor the elders. We give the elders double honor. They've been laboring this thing 30 plus years. I can't come in this thing and tell these men what to do. I may see something that they probably haven't seen, but eventually the Lord will reveal it in the due time. It's not my job to go and be like, hey, you're wrong, and come at brothers a certain way and make them, just be out of order. That's not the way it's supposed to be done. The fear of the Lord goeth before obtaining of authority, but roughness and pride is the losing thereof. Right? You're losing, man. Whether he be rich, noble, or poor, their glory is the fear of the Lord. It is not meet to despise a poor man that hath understanding, neither is it convenient to magnify a sinful man. Great, right? And he's talking about Elder Tahar made a false prophecy, talking about the year of 2000. Hey, that's between him and the Lord, man. That's between him and the Lord. But he's still doing the work. He's still out there doing. He's still making amends. We're all making amends for our mistakes. So the scriptures say, man slippeth with his tongue, but not from his understanding, man. The scriptures all talk about not being presumptuous. We know this. I know this. I don't speak out of season. I try my best not to speak out of season and try to utter stuff. I watch exactly what the Lord said. But to say that it's coming, it's coming. It tells you that in the book of Habakkuk chapter 2. Right? I'm going to read that again. Sirach 10 and 23. It is not meet to despise a poor man that hath understanding, neither is it convenient to magnify a sinful man. Okay? So the Lord is going to be the one to distinguish and to decipher that fully. Who's the wicked and the righteous. Okay? And whatever the Elder Tahar has said about it being a stumbling block unto you, that I don't know nothing about all that. All I know is when I came in, I'm going based on what the Lord tell me to do and to preach what I was given, and that's it. Okay? And I'm not gonna go and be making statements of, oh, this is the year, this is the day. That's not my style. I don't do that. Okay? But I know it's close. Just like when summer's coming, spring's coming, right? The Lord told us that. This is Matthew 24 and 32. Now learn a parable of the fig tree. When his branch is yet tender and putteth forth leaves, you know that summer is nigh. So likewise ye, when ye shall see all these things, know that it is near, even at the doors. Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass till all things be fulfilled. So that's how we're able to determine and diligently measure the times in itself, is by the signs. Everything that's playing out in the earth, the race rise, racial tension, the murder, the injustice, oppression. All these are signs. Earthquakes, pestilence. It's made up COVID-19, which is nothing but an agenda that the government's trying to push on the people to implement them with the RFID chip. That's all it is. There ain't no virus out here. Look at these people out here walking around. Ain't nobody dying out here, man. It's a hoax. Just like the Holocaust was a hoax. Those fake Jews over there that was supposedly murdered by the millions, that was all bogus, just to set up the Balfour Declaration, to set them up into Israel, to play the Lord's people, which are nothing but imposters. These fake Jews, man. They don't fit the prophecy. They don't fit the curses. We do. That's how we're able to determine the times, man. Okay? But to be presumptuous, you're right. To be presumptuous, to speak out of time, out of season, it is going on. But that's between him and the Lord, man. If you have a problem, that's your deal. That's your deal. I ain't got to hear it. I don't want to hear it. That's your deal. You don't want to agree with us, brothers, and you're gonna use that or whatever. Then that's your decision, man. Go about your business. Go preach. Go do what you got to do. Now I'm telling you to go preach by way of the scriptures. I'm telling you go minister. Go teach. So get your camera or get your phone and set up posts in your neighborhood in San Diego, California, and preach. It says, Sirach 10:24, great men and judges and potentates shall be honored, yet is there none of them greater than he that feareth the Lord? See? So the Lord ain't worrying about the X amount of years you do the work, or, you know, it's all about the fear, man. The fear, you fear him, you obey him, you know, you have a broken, contrite spirit. That's what the Lord wants, man. You know, but you still have to do the work. There's certain things that you have to fulfill to be to know with confidence that you could potentially be a man of the Lord. Like in my last videos, I was saying, we don't know who the 144 is. We don't know who the great multitude is, but we know that they're all the elect. They're chosen. They're going to be redeemed, right? The 144,000, we know that they're the main ones that are out there doing the work. And I'll always tell anybody, if you're a man, you got testicles, and you believe in this thing, you have the ability to go out there and teach. This ain't no women thing. The women are not supposed to be teaching. You know, you should know that. All right. But whoever the elect is, we don't know. That's why the scripture say, "Put on as the hopeful elect." This is Colossians 3:12. Put on therefore as the elect of the Most High, holy and beloved, bowels of mercies, kindness, humbleness of mind, meekness, long suffering, forbearing one another, and forgiving one another. If any man have a quarrel against any, even as Yahawashi Mashiach forgave you, so also do ye. And above all these things, put on charity, which is the bond of perfectness. And let the peace of the Most High rule in your hearts, to the which also you are called in one body. And be ye thankful. Let the word of Yahawashi Mashiach dwell in you richly in all wisdom, teaching and admonishing one another in psalms, hymns, spiritual songs, singing with grace in your hearts to the Lord. And whatsoever you do in word or deed, do in all the name of Yahawashi Mashiach, giving thanks unto Yahawah the Father and by him. You know? I think I made my point, man. You know, I think I've answered your questions, you know, to the best of my ability. Okay, and it's not even about that. It's you kept on and on and on and on. I gave you a simple question, you know, and you kept on and on after that, man. You know, to the point you made a video saying you're fucking pissing me off. Come on, man. What? Then you go do the work, dude. Go to San Diego, California, and do the work. There's brothers out there in San Diego doing the work, solo by himself. A young man, strong, bold in the spirit, man, doing the work. You can do it. You ain't gotta be. You know, you're what it is, man, is that you're listening to too many different people, man. You know. Just my advice to you, man, is to repent. You know what I'm saying? And just reevaluate this whole thing, man. You came at me, you know, just like that other individual I told you that was very real reminiscent to the same spirit you're coming in. I pleaded with him, and he wanted to do what he did. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't got no dealing with that individual, and I ain't gonna have no dealing with you either. So just like I said, you've came, and you're gonna go. When? I can't tell you the time, but I know that's what's gonna happen. Okay? You ain't gonna be popping up on my videos. No, I ain't gotta block you, but I'm gonna let you continue to do what you do, and I'm gonna let brothers see, and that you're gonna expose yourself. Okay? So, hey, I hope it was edifying to you brothers out there that did listen. You know what I'm saying? To brothers out there, just because you see Issachar or, Ephraim or Manasseh, whatever, that doesn't always mean that they're part of us or part of Yahawashi, man. We don't know. We know that something has to happen for them to get on board. It's going to happen some way, somehow, by way of Yahawah Shem Yahawashi. Okay? But until then, brothers have to be circumspect. And like I said, question. You have to ask questions with these individuals, man. Just like this individual is questioning me, but he only questioned me because he knew on my title it says GMS, Yabatazak, Yakazak Allah. So he knows that I'm with GMS. He knows what we say about the tribe of Dan. He knows what we say about of Yahawashi. We call on the name Yahawashi, the Paleo Hebrew, the Lashon Kadash. You know, so he knew all the answers that I'm going to give him. It's the same. We don't switch up anything. You know, but as I stated, I've answered the questions. You know, and made to the listeners, the viewers, receive something from it, man. You know, there's a lot of people out here that are going to be trying to cause divisions and stuff like that, man. We're not all on the same page. We don't all agree. We don't all see eye to eye, man. It's rare to find that, man. It's rare to find that with individuals to see eye to eye, to have the same mind frame. You know? It has nothing to do with, oh, because this is my culture, this is a Hebrew, we're Hebrew Israelites, man. We're coming in, we're putting away all that bullshit. The culture of Issachar, the so-called Mexicans, the culture of the so-called blacks. We're getting into our true nationality, our true culture, man. It's not about who can set trends and all this stuff anymore. That shit's played out. That's of the world. This is about the Lord, man. It's about glorifying the Lord. And if any man glory in this, that he knows the Lord. You don't believe that what I just said is true? Go into Jeremiah chapter 9, you'll find the answer out. So yeah. We all have our own style, man. We all have our own style of preaching. We have our own style of saying things, whatever. But at the end of the day, it all goes back to what the word says. Point blank, period. That's it. And we're all still learning. We're all learning. Okay? But to try to get brothers out of a certain camp and tell them to come follow me, we have plenty of examples of individuals doing that. You know, Acts chapter 5. You know what I'm saying? Telling them to stop preaching in the name of Yahawashi. They were scourged, they were beat, they were persecuted. Right? The tribes, they had problems against other tribes, man. Ephraim, Judah, they were at war. Split after Solomon. But there's coming a point that there's a lot that are not having that envy towards one another, man. Because they're starting to realize that they were oppressed together. As it says in Jeremiah 50. Isaiah chapter 11. Okay? So, yeah. As I said, I hope you brothers, sisters that watch these videos are edified. Y'all keep doing the work, keep pushing. Be careful on who you listen to, man. And don't be no little set tripper jumping around from camp to camp, all this, that, and the third. All it's going to do is bring confusion to you. All right? You're not going to have the proper understanding on certain things. So, yeah, you know, me coming out here and making videos, and I can only do so much, and there's nothing. I don't need to be worried about nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? My job is to do what the Lord said to do. Like Paul said, him and Apollos watered and planted, but the Lord is the one that gave the increase. So that's all we can do, man. Defend the gospel, admonish, exhort, with meekness as best as we can, but we have to rebuke. You know what I'm saying? Has nothing to do with being gangster and nigga this, nigga that. That's just the way Jake talks. What are you talking about? What the Mexicans always say? Esse, vato, homeboy, carnal, what? You know what I'm saying? Ain't no different. It's the same people. What are you talking about, man? You just have a problem with blacks. So-called blacks. From the sounds of it. So with that, shalom.